So, our sun, right? It's a star. And like any good family, it has its planets around it. We call this our solar system. But our sun isn't a loner. Billions of other stars are twinkling away in our galaxy, the Milky Way. And guess what? Many of these stars have their own planets too. We call them exoplanets, planets outside our solar system. These exoplanets are a big deal. They tell us that our solar system isn't special, it's probably pretty normal. Planets are likely everywhere in the universe. Just imagine. Different stars, different planets, different chances for life. Some of these exoplanets are huge, like way bigger than Jupiter. Some are small and rocky like our Earth, some are super hot, others freezing cold. It's mind-blowing. Studying these exoplanets helps us understand how planets are born and grow up. They give us a peek into how massive and different the universe is. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It makes us want to find out if there's life out there. Finding these exoplanets is tricky business, yar. They're so far away and so faint compared to their stars. Imagine trying to spot a tiny firefly next to a massive stadium light, all the way from across the city. That's how hard it is. But our astronomers are smart cookies. They've come up with some really clever ways to find these hidden worlds. One way is called the transit method. Imagine an exoplanet passing in front of its star, like a small eclipse. This makes the star's light dim just a little bit. Another way is the radial velocity method. A star and its planet actually dance around each other, kind of like they're holding hands and spinning. This makes the star wobble a tiny bit. Astronomers can see this wobble by looking for changes in the star's light. These tricks have helped us find thousands of exoplanets, and the search is still on. New telescopes and new ways of looking are being made all the time, so we're sure to find even more amazing things soon. Finding these exoplanets makes us think about aliens again. Are we alone in this giant universe? Or are there other creatures out there, looking up at the same stars and wondering the same thing? Science fiction has shown us all sorts of aliens, right? From little green men to all kinds of weird creatures in movies and books. Our imaginations have gone wild. But what does real science tell us? We haven't found any aliens yet, but it's looking more and more possible. We know there's life here on Earth, a planet going around a pretty normal star. We're finding more and more exoplanets in the Goldilocks zone around their stars. This Goldilocks zone is where the temperature is just right for liquid water to exist. And water is super important for life as we know it. So, where there's water, there might be life. Maybe not intelligent life, at least not yet. Maybe just tiny, simple life forms. But even that would be a huge discovery, proving we're not alone. The universe is a crazy and amazing place, no? Physics tells us there are some really strange things possible. Science fiction loves these ideas. Giant space insects, talking plants, creatures made of pure energy. It's all very exciting. But real science is catching up. We're finding these things called extremophiles. Tiny creatures that live in places we thought were impossible. Like super hot volcanoes, the deepest parts of the ocean, even radioactive waste. Life finds a way by. This tells us that life can exist in places totally different from Earth. So, even though we haven't met any little green men or giant space bugs yet, the search is still on. The universe is full of surprises. And the more we learn, the more we might find that reality is even stranger than fiction. The question isn't weird life exists, it's weird, is it? The answer is still out there, waiting for us. And when we find it, it's going to be epic.